Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen life trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard caps apply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. At Vacation Genie, we believe digital currencies are meant to do more than just sit in your wallet. They're meant to take you places. We want to help you step into the future of cryptocurrency spending, as travel is one of the top categories for spending your crypto. It provides you with the best ROI, lasting memories. Make sure to check out Vacation Genie today. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Thursday. Oh boy, this week is flying, and Christmas is next week. Holy wow, guys, we have 7 days until Christmas Day, 6 days until Christmas Eve. How are we feeling? Are we in like the Christmas spirit? Comment one or yes emoji, two or no emoji. Let me know. Cyberman Dubai was a blast, and we could talk about it later. But yes, I am so loving being home, and I'm happy that we're here together. Yay! Woohoo! All right, y'all. Let's continue to get after it. We have a lot of news to discuss today. Some international headlines, Coinbase dropping bombs. Maybe we should actually spotlight Coinbase today. I think Coinbase is going to be our spotlight. I'm switching things up as I'm talking to you. I redecided. But we have a lot of things going on. We have some Bitcoin news. We have some market madness. We have Coinbase. And then we also have some coins to watch and maybe some XRP little price things going on. Are we going to see some suffering within XRP price? We'll dive into that. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal. Whoa, we just went down 2 subscribers. 24,600. Let's get it, guys. Oh boy, that was a squeak. My bad. Guys, can we subscribe, and share? That would be really nice. That would be like the sweetest thing ever. Like, subscribe and share, you know? All right, let's continue to get after it. I'm so pumped. I'm so happy to be here. I want to say good morning to you as you say good morning to me. And check out our 3 amazing sponsors that make this show possible, including Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off. And then head over to Vacation Genie and pay for your cruise with crypto. All right, let's see who's in the chat. We have Felipe. Good morning. Someone in the chat. I can't read all the comments on TikTok because the comments are like itty bitty, so small. Please go to YouTube. Cyberman is in chat. We have Silver Days, Doge Bull. We have Mike Volmer, Jesse, Silverback is here. Flat Earth, Mama Shadow, Sun Backup. As always, thank you to Black Hat. We got Mike Altman. Curtis, good morning. Nice to see you. David Bulls. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys are chatting a lot. I love it. Vera Hoofty Floof Aquarian is here. Tube and Jar. I can't with these comments. James C, good morning. Nice to see everybody. Welcome. Mike Volmer's all over the chat. I need a donkey by the end of the week. Maybe tomorrow we get a little Friday donkey. That might be the vibe. Loco for crypto. Good morning. Sandsman is here. Rob C, what's up? Hello, everybody. Mike Mazzone is on X with Yukio and Peace. Peace is everywhere. Hood Crypto. We have Who else? Wow, you guys are really pamping in the chat. Andy, good morning. David L is here. Ray K. Oh, shoot. It's Ray K. We love Ray K. Vacation Genie said, we see the purple. I actually wore this for you guys today. I love Vacation Genie. And every time I put this dress on, it reminds me of our booth experience at Bitcoin conference. So hopefully we get to do that again. Casper, good morning on Rumble. I see you. Tech Ken, nice to see you over there on X. Always good to see you, my friend. McQuall is here as well. Hello, McQuall. I think that's Bobby F. Good morning. Hi. Welcome. All right, let's do this thing. Rob goes, like and subscribe to the Queen of Crypto. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's get into the zest, shall we? Market recap, diving in. We have some red. We have red. Yesterday was pretty green. That's okay, though. Keep calm. Hodl on. Remain positive. Remain bullish. Leo is down 26%, seems to be our biggest loser today. Only things I'm really seeing in the green is Night up 4.5%, just about. XDC up about 2%, and CC Canton Network up around 4%. That's where all the bankers are at, is Canton. Now we do have Bitcoin. As you can see, with a little bit of a cleaner chart is where we're starting off with. Makes sense. Again, a pullback around the 77K. We're just where we need to be. Price discovery, getting in this range between 77K and essentially over here at 105. Very important range right here. So I would view this price action as what? Healthy and a cup and handle that played out so magnificently. And so even based on this cup and handle, you can look at 68, 69K as a bearish scenario. And not saying it's going to go there because I don't think it will. But even if it does, again, price makes sense. Price discovery mode, we are still in it. Don't forget, again, this is a whole new range. We've only been in this range above 69K for only a year, just over a year. I would say 13 months. Well, actually, not even what I would say. It is 13 months. Do the math. Now, again, bear scenarios between 74 and 77K. Bullish is where we're going to want to tap that 93K. Even 91, I think, is very important. A very important level to watch is 91K. Now, we're at $88,374 today, up 2.5%. What we're going to look at here is the momentum that's continuing to slide down. Money flow is chilling. VWAP, though, this is what we like to see. Bitcoin is trying to break through that 90K. As we can see yesterday, when we were even live on the show, Bitcoin tapped 90K and rejected it and went right under. And then everyone started crying on Twitter that the bull run is over. And so that's why I triggered everyone. And I kind of rage baited people yesterday. I did. Oh my gosh, Randy rage baited. Sometimes I need to do that to have people do some reflection. And so I had people reflect on this question. People are not happy. I tweeted, is the Bitcoin bull run over? Because I wanted to get reactions, and I definitely got the reactions I was looking for. Thank you, everybody, for feeding into my madness. But it just makes so much sense that everyone's crying, oh my God, Bitcoin's done. It's so boring. And then other people are like, what do you mean? What do you mean Bitcoin bull run's over? We never had a bull run, or we're in the middle of it right now. It was such a mix. Like, I would say it's a 1/3 never happened, 1/3 we're still in the bull run, and 1/3 that we're going into the bear market and crypto's dead. That is that is the sentiment of crypto, which is a mess. Though, looking over here at the VWAP, if we see this confidently turn over and go bullish, I think we can push for that 94K. Over here on the RSI, we are making a little bit of a push, again, retracing. But I feel like we're evening out now. I think we can make a very bullish push toward Christmas. And I think we might have a green Christmas. I would like to see a green Christmas. Let's manifest a green Christmas. Let's put some beautiful rocket emojis in the chat. Let's see. If you guys are bullish, I need to see rocket emojis. We need to see likes on the stream. We need to pump it up. We have the hobbyist miner in chat. Nice to see you. We have backup. I see you. Bobby Flash. Nice to see you. All right. All right. Nice to see everyone. Thank you guys so much. I would love to get to 25,000 subscribers, guys. We're not far off. We're really not far off. Guys, look how close we are. Look how close. We are, 403 subscribers away from 25K. I want to throw a huge 25K party. I don't know if we're going to get there by the new year. I really hope we would, though. I need to know, guys, what do you think? And I want your honest opinions in chat before I get into breaking news headlines. I want to know, what is one thing that my channel is missing that people want to watch. I am sick and I am tired of feeling like I'm just like flatlined out here. What do you guys want to see out of the show that you think will bring more people to hang out with us? What do you guys want to see out of just my general content to bring more people here? We need different people. We need to be able to have the entire world. And so I'm going to definitely do a lot more interviews in 2026. Right now, it's hard to get people on. People don't want to chat. It's holiday time. So let's respect people at this moment. But starting January, we're going to be going absolutely insane, absolutely ballistic when it comes to the Randi Hipper show. So the Randi Hipper show is going to have a major revival in 2026. Do I chart? That's what we were just doing. We were just charting. Someone said just me. Oh, okay. I guess so. Let's look at some breaking news headlines, and people are fearing that Bitcoin's going to hit $10,000. This is absolute delulu-ness, but take a look at this. Will Bitcoin go down to $10,000? Oh boy, I don't think so. But if you believe it will, put a 1 or a yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Let's see. All right. Crypto markets remained under pressure as Bitcoin hovered near 87K, with options positioning and analyst commentary pointing to rising risks of a deeper downturn in early 2026. People are saying we're losing momentum. And let me get rid of that. According to this article, Bitcoin climbed to 90K on late Wednesday before slipping back down, as we just discussed, and traders are increasingly positioning for further downside, particularly around the December 26 options expiry. So the 30-day implied volatility has climbed toward 45%, according to Derive.xyz, while the skew remains firmly negative, reflecting demand for downside protection. Longer dated skew is also anchored near down 5%, indicating that bearish sentiment extends well into the first half of next year, which again makes me think that if everyone's bearish, that's when you should be bullish. Again, when there's blood in the streets. According to Alex, the chief market analyst at FX Pro, he says there's clear defensive positioning into year end. The uptrend that formed in late November has been broken, and the market is now trading more like it did during the October sell-off, with sharp rebounds failing to gain traction. Also going to ETH is showing slightly more balanced profiles. While shorter dated ETH skew remains negative, longer dated skew is closer to neutral, suggesting less conviction around sustained downturn, which I would agree when it comes to ETH, especially, again, looking at ETH, we're up 4% today. I feel like ETH really found its footing, especially this critical level of around $2,800. $2,800 dates all the way back to 2021. And then even more so in 2024, when we were looking at that, we found our footing here. Oh, actually on my birthday, February 16th, pushed, all the way up to 4K, came right back down to about $2,800 ETH. And then, again, found our footing there in November of last year. Bam, came right back down. Also, testing and rejecting it over in June of this year. Once we passed it in July, we skewed all the way up to around $4,000, almost $5,000 ETH. So maintaining support at this $2,800 level is probably one of the most important levels you can look at on this chart. It is so obvious, especially to me. So if we find our footing, we remain in support at $2,800 ETH, I think we can push for a 3K. I really do feel that way. However, if we reject $2,800 ETH, the most bearish scenario I can look at is around $2,330. So those are your two levels to watch for ETH. However, I don't think Bitcoin can go down to $10,000. I actually don't even think it's possible. I would say it's not even possible. Did someone rate in here? I feel like there's a lot of people that just popped in. Who rated in here? Hello, everybody. Welcome. We have Frenchie. We have everyone. Oh my gosh, did Papa O just rate in here? Do we have the Otter Gang Gang Gang? Please let me know. Pamp it up. Put some rocket emojis if you're bullish. But I would say, again, $2,800 is the most important thing on this chart. Aim for $3,000, and I feel like we will do a zesty day. Silverback said that's your birthday also. Oh my gosh, no way. We're gonna have a birthday party. I think my birthday falls on a Monday this year. Let me go double check. February 16th. Yeah, so my birthday falls on a Monday. So I think it'll be a really good way to start off the week. We'll do a little birthday party. Tiny Len saying, I'm here now. Well, thank you guys for being here. Everyone say hello to the Otter Gang. Thank you, Alex, for raiding in here. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you guys. Put rocket emojis. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. I'm so bullish. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. And Otter Gang, I'm letting you know that we do have a subscriber goal of 25,000 subs. We're a little far off from that. We're about 403 subscribers away. So please, pamp up the algo. Don't let YouTube defeat us. Pamp it. All right, guys. Smash the like, subscribe, in the Otter Gang. All right, continuing. Woo! Oh my gosh. I don't even like... This is where things are going to get spicy, guys. We're going to get spicy because there was some political drama. There's JP Morgan drama. I guess we're going to start off with TradFi. And so we know that JP Morgan has been doing tokenized deposits and basically glorified CBDCs for a long time, except that now the Genius Act protects them and everyone's all happy. Yay, banks, da. Well, now, because of this whole idea of tokenized dollars, which they're making it seem like it's a whole new idea as if they haven't been doing this since 2019 and 2020, they're saying that this is how Wall Street is going to evolve and move money. And this is what I was telling a lot of people in TradFi when I was in Abu Dhabi. Shout out to Papa O and the Otter Gang. Just like a couple years ago, it was virtually unthinkable that a Wall Street titan like JP Morgan would embrace crypto. Stop the freaking madness when it comes to this headline because they've been doing it for over 6 years. Don't even say a couple years ago it was unthinkable because it was literally happening. This is no offense to CoinDesk, but that's ignorance. They've been doing this for 6 years. It's not new. Everyone tries to make it seem like, oh my gosh, TradFi just came into Web3. No, they freaking did not. No, they did not. And we've been covering it for over 3 years on this show. Anyway, they're saying there's a recent arrival of JP Morgan on Base, Coinbase's layer 2. Now, Coinbase is trying to be like a bank, and they're trying to be friends with all the banks. And so they have JP Morgan's tokenized deposits on Base. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Merry Christmas. God bless.
Guys, Alex, oh my God, stop it. Thank you so much. Oh, darn. Everyone, go subscribe to Papa O. We love him so much. Go subscribe to Papa O. Here's his channel. Thank you. Okay, back to the story. What was I talking about? I got distracted with love. Okay. So they say that the world's biggest banks are ready to head toward exotic realms like DeFi. Last month's move by the banking giant involves blockchain-based dollars, so-called JPM coin, again, that they say is new. It's not. It's been around for a long time. And so, isn't this so funny? Isn't it so funny? We were literally just talking about all this yesterday. Literally talking about all of it. And now there's an article about it. It's like we got a crystal ball out here. Thank you, Michael, for the hearts. I appreciate it. Now, a Wall Street giant suddenly jumping into the more obscure corners of crypto, such as DeFi via tokenized deposits, may seem audacious, but it's a move that has been in the works for a while. Again, everyone's acting like it's new. It even says in this article, JP Morgan began offering blockchain deposit accounts to institutional customers in 2019 on a permissioned version of Ethereum, then called Onyx, now called Kinexus, and before their recent embrace of Base, which is a public blockchain. This move from JP Morgan's homespun private chain to Coinbase's Base is simply driven by demand, according to the product head of tokenized deposits at JP Morgan's Kinexus Digital Payments. He said, right now, the only cash or cash equivalent option available on public chains are stables. There's a demand for making payments on public chains using bank deposit products. We thought this was particularly important for institutional customers. I would say it's the same for retail. Why in the actual world am I waiting 3 to 5 days for an ACH transfer? That is boomer-esque. That is old age. Let's move on and let's actually get real technology that's efficient and cheap and doesn't cost me $1 million. Why am I getting hit with the $15 international wire fee? Why can someone riddle me that in the year of 2025 that I'm still getting hit with the $15 wire transfer fee? That's why stablecoins. That's why crypto. Thank you guys for getting us past the 24,600 sub mark. Let's get 25,000 subscribers. Woo! Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. You guys are warming my heart, making me all warm and fluffy. Let's go, guys. Pump it up. The crypto brains need to go back into the hands of people like Vitalik, Charlie Lee, Sergey, because the trads are making this cycle a yawn fest. We want action. That's really what it's about, is action. And I really do believe that this cycle was more about discovery for TradFi rather than retail. Retail had nothing to play with this cycle. Like, okay, last cycle we had NFTs, we had gaming, we have all of these things. I feel like crypto's like, okay, how do we find our footing? What works? What doesn't? How does tokenization work? Especially within gaming. I feel like that was a huge narrative that was missed. Like, how do we get the gaming thing to be relevant? Because inevitably everything's going to be on blockchain. Your games, your coupons, everything. And we need a way for it to be so easy and so understandable. Like last night I was trying to explain wallets to my friend and she was like, what's the password for your Bitcoin wallet? And I was like, well, it's recovery phrases. So I explained what that was. She goes, but what if someone loses their password? Because I never remember my passwords. And I said, well, you wouldn't give out your social security number, but you need to remember that, don't you? So it's like the same thing. And she was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And she goes, don't people hack things with Bitcoin? And I was like, oh, no. Like there's so many misconceptions that people have. And so this is why education is such a big mission of mine, because people literally don't know what's going on. They don't. So we have to keep calm. We have to hodl on, and we have to remind people what this industry is about. People think there's a lot of scams. They think it's not safe. But at the end of the day, it is the most safe industry when it comes down to like owning your money, not having someone tell you yes or no. It's about being your own bank and taking responsibility. It's the same thing. And I explained it to her as like, everyone has a safe in their house. Okay, are you going to give out the code to your safe? Because then whoever knows the code can get in your house, enter that code, and get everything that's in your safe. This is the same thing that applies to blockchain. You're not going to give away your private keys. You're not going to give away the keys to your safe. It's the same exact thing. And then she was like, oh, that makes so much sense. See, education over hype. All these degens are losing it because they're lost in the degen sauce. Education. Freaking darn. That's the biggest thing that crypto's missing, and that's something I am on a mission to fulfill at this point. So I encourage everyone, a little side note here, I encourage everyone to join the Discord. Please join the Discord and let me know what you would like to see from the channel in 2026. We have drama. We have drama in California, my friends, because Gavin Newsom, who thinks he should be running for president in 2028. If we have Gavin Newsom running for president in 2028, we're broken. And if he wins, the country's dead. We're dead. So Gavin Newsom came after Donnie T for his convicted allies consisting of CZ Binance and Ross Ulbright, which they were both pardoned. How in the world is Gavin Newsom going to come after these people when he literally allows criminals in the state of California? I just don't get that. So California Governor Gavin Newsom is continuing his colorful public campaign attacking Donnie T's reputation and behavior, this time launching a page on the state's website purportedly tracking Donnie T's top 10 criminal cronies. And so the state's own website includes the new page with comments from Newsom saying, Donnie T is a felon who surrounds himself with scammers and drug traffickers. He said, we're providing the public with the resource, putting the facts in one place so Californians and all Americans can see who he elevates and who he protects. Now he came on and came after CZ, who Donnie T pardoned in October, Ross, the Silk Road founder, who Donnie T pardoned in his first month of office, and the co-founders of BitMEX, who Donnie T pardoned in May. It also includes stylized mugshots of the highlighted, including Donnie T with the stamp felon on each picture. What? And this man wants to run for president. Right off the bat, he's dividing I would say half the country. I wouldn't even think half the country subscribes to this man's propaganda. I wouldn't even say it's half. I would say if I had to look at my generation specifically and the people I chat with, majority of people are not let's say left leaning. And a lot of them aren't like radical right. I would say most of my generation is in the middle. And for this guy to go ahead and go to the side and be like, oh my word, and come after Donnie T like that, like you're upsetting, I would say 80% of the country at this point. Who would vote for him? Who would vote for this man? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, how does anyone like listen to him? He tried to be like right wing for 2 minutes and do some weird interviews to make him seem like a cool kid. He doesn't care about anybody. That was mind blowing to me. Florida Man said we need podcasting people to run for office. At least we know who they are. You know what? I'll subscribe to that. Because a lot of people that do podcasts like me, like we're not paid actors. Like we're just here trying to live life and spread the word about whatever we're talking about. And so I think that's a great idea. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Smash the like, subscribe, share it. Let's do it. Crypto Tango. Hipper for governor of California, the Golden State, maybe the Bitcoin state. You know what? The Satoshi state. Hey.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that was a vile comment. Thank you guys for sniping that right away. We have the CFTC, major stuff going on over there. I gotta say, I am a big fan of Caroline Pham from the CFTC. Like, she's always been chill. She's always been pro-crypto. She knows what she's talking about. You know, like, I gotta give her props. Like, she actually knows what she's doing. So right now, she's technically the acting chairman or chairwoman of the CFTC, meaning that she's not the actual chairwoman of the CFTC. There's someone else that's gonna come in. So apparently, Mike Salig is gonna come in and replace her, and she's not gonna stay in the CFTC. Apparently, she is going to MoonPay. And MoonPay, we love MoonPay on this channel. You know what? I'm going to actually share MoonPay. Let's go on their X, MoonPay. MoonPay is actually integrated with Cake Wallet. So you guys should definitely go check out MoonPay, making crypto ownership easy and accessible. And so they even made a post about her. So that actually ties in perfectly. They said, breaking, Caroline Pham is MoonPay's new Chief Legal Officer and Chief Administrative Officer. She'll guide our next steps of chapter of growth, compliance, excellence, following the conclusion of her role as the acting chairwoman, as I like to say, of the CFTC. Look at our Caroline. Caroline's killing it. I was such a big fan of her. So, as reported last month, she was planning to take on the CLO and CAO role at MoonPay. And so they actually just obtained a New York trust charter last month, which obtaining anything in New York is the biggest problem America faces because New York has a bit license, same with California. So they do not go and give out these approvals quite often. And it has to be something that like they're 100% buttoned up to the point and probably shoved a lot of money over to New York in some way, shape, or form because nothing comes without money. Anyway, so Mike Salig, his confirmation process is advancing. He's expected to be approved as part of a massive package of nominees in a vote currently scheduled for Wednesday evening, which I would say is over by now, right? Wait, or is it next? Wait, am I getting this date wrong? Hold on. Mike Salig, CFTC vote. Did he make it? Am I like Delulu's right now? Oh, wait, maybe not. I don't see anything. Okay, wait, maybe I'm crazy. Okay, he did not get approved yet. I was like, did I miss some guy becoming chairman of the CFTC? No, I did not. Thank you guys for checking me. Appreciate that. Holy wow, I thought I missed a huge part of news. I was like, I'm a horrible host. Where is the anti-CBDC bill? I know peace. I've been looking out for it. It would be bullish. That's why I love living in Florida too, because Ron DeSantis hates CBDCs. And so, you know, props to Ron. Let's continue. We have one. Actually, you know what? We're going to go into our spotlight. This is what we're doing. We're going to talk about Coinbase, their international ventures, and then what everyone else is talking about, which is the fact that Coinbase wants to be an everything exchange. Let's do this. wants to enter the Indian market, which again, smart, huge country, major population, more money. Coinbase is deepening their India presence after a DCX approval, or the Coin DCX deal that they made. Now, India's competition regulator has approved Coinbase's plan to acquire a minority stake in Coin DCX, allowing the US-based exchange to deepen their exposure to one of the world's fastest growing crypto markets. Even though, reminder, India is not very pro-crypto. They are really not. So the fact that they're letting Coinbase in some way, shape, or form is very impressive. 2, India loves CBDCs. They said, oh my gosh, we had the best CBDC day in history with over $1 billion in volume. It was artificial because they had the people that worked for the banks get paid in a CBDC, which was involuntary at the end of the day. Now, the Competition Commission of India, the CCI, cleared the transaction on Wednesday, giving Coinbase the green light to invest in DCX Global Limited, the parent company of Coin DCX. Now, here's the post, approval, yippee you. Now, Coinbase has been an investor in Coin DCX since 2020, and the latest capital infusion signals a renewed commitment to India after the exchange reopened user registrations in the country last week after a 2-year hiatus. Again, a 2-year hiatus because India does not like crypto. Seems like they're giving into it because they know that there is no other choice, and if you don't embrace crypto, you will be left behind and the country loses a lot of money. Common sense. Now, Coinbase is now rolling out stock trading, prediction markets, and more, because what is Coinbase's goal? To become the everything exchange, which again makes me think everything exchange, everything app, X. Ooh, Coinbase X. Will they have a partnership down the line? Very interesting, especially because if you look, Coinbase has a lot of things that, handle payroll and things of that nature. Like you could get your payroll through things like Coinbase. Now, what is X trying to do? The exact same thing, be the everything app. Even Elon said back in the day when he first purchased X that he wants X to be a major part of the global financial system. Now, how would they do that without having technology that is also going to absorb most of the world's wealth? Crypto, Coinbase, X makes sense. X money is coming out. They've been doing this for a long time with X, that they've been going state to state getting money transmitter licenses. I think there's a reason for that. I would not be surprised if Coinbase, being the everything exchange, tries to be part of the everything app that wants to become a major part of the financial system. Who knows? Here's the spiel. Now, Coinbase is introducing stock trading and incorporating prediction markets along with a slew of other new products and assets that aims to cement the platform's position as the everything exchange, according to their announcement during its system update stream on Wednesday. Now, they said they are dramatically expanding the assets available to trade on its platform, including novel crypto, perpetual future stocks, and prediction markets, starting with Kolshi, with more integrations to come later. Offering users a Swiss Army knife trading platform has become a competitive field of late. Some of Coinbase's main crypto trading rivals, such as Robinhood, Kraken, and Gemini, have launched tokenized equity offerings to users outside of the US and are also exploring prediction markets. Now, their main app will provide a simple interface to trade futures and perps, the ability to trade all Solana assets as soon as they're created, primary token sales, and the launch of the Base app. Now, the Base app, I think, is going to be huge. And then, of course, they're going to look at, tokenized stocks, which again is where everything is going. Prediction markets, which are huge. I think even prediction markets are a major part of this whole social cycle. I would say this is a social cycle, especially going into the election with Donnie T and things. Everyone was gambling on this election. Everyone wanted to have an opinion. And again, the poly market is really what started all of this. So when people were looking at poly market, it was more accurate than these polls. I don't think these polls are real. When you see like, oh, this person's gonna win the election, who is taking these polls? How can we verify who took them? Is there a way to go on the blockchain and be like, okay, this person checked in, this is who they are, this is their age group, this is their gender, this is what they voted? No, it's all fugazi. But when it comes to something like Polymarket, it's real people that are KYC'd and putting money where their mouth is. Hence the reason why their opinions are actually starting to matter. And so I would say prediction markets are a major part of this social cycle. And yes, there are social cycles. Oh, thank you. I'm getting so much love on TikTok today. This is so unusual. Oh my gosh, thank you. Appreciate you guys. We have Rudy Poo in the chat. Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. Smash the like, subscribe, and share. Oh, darn. Here's something I just thought about. Have you ever, I want to genuinely know in the chat, have you ever been polled for like a CNN or a Fox News or like, I don't even know what news channel. Have you ever been polled who's going to win the election, Hillary or Donnie T? Like, have you ever been polled? Have you ever known anyone that has taken that poll and then they throw it up on the TV? Yeah, this is what the sentiment is. Bro, I've never known anyone who entered a poll like that. What? Sus. Like I said, I don't think any of them are real. Maybe I'm crazy. If I'm Delulu, put Delulu emojis. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe the noodle's burnt out. Who knows? Do we have 100 likes yet? How many likes do we have? Can we get some likes? You know what? We should have done a likes blitz when Alex came in here. This is what I want to try, guys. Tomorrow when you come into the show, don't hit the like. Don't. And then when I say hit the like, everyone hits the like at the same time. That's what I think we should do. Because apparently if we do like a like blitz, like everyone likes at the same time, then apparently that tricks the algo and we go bananas. So we're going to try that. Ray K, you were polled once. So who reached out to you? Like, was it like CNN was like, hey, bro, can you enter this poll? Can you let me know? Like, how, I've never heard anyone actually get polled. I would like to know. Can we get 15 more likes, please? To make my heart very warm and fluffy, please? Please. So that's the whole shebang with Coinbase. Let's continue. We're gonna keep going here. We're gonna go into coins to watch, your top 5 gainers, your top 5 losers. Let's get it! Top 5 gainers. Beat is up 37%. Pippin. Ooh, Pippin. I'm pippin out here. Never mind. 3.3% in the green. Canton up 2.3. Knight up 1.5. XDC up 1%. Now looking over here at the losers. Dun dun dun. Pumped Up Fun is down 15%, just about. Pengu down 11, MYX down about 11%, SPX down 10%, and Aster down about 10% as well. Aster was a big attraction in Dubai at Binance Blockchain Week. It's primarily a whole, it's mostly a Binance ecosystem token anyway, so that makes sense. But people are confused. They're looking at XRP. Is XRP crashing? Well, apparently there are signals for trouble being that XRP is below $2 right now. Yesterday when I was recording something actually about XRP, look, $1.83, our bearish scenario. Look at this. Like, I would just like to show you guys, look where the wick low is, exactly 183. And people were like, Randy, you're a bear. I can't believe you said that. Can't believe that you said that XRP could go under $2. Well, hello, fam. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But the level to watch was still there, even like this wick low. Another dip right below that 183. Wick low all the way down to 79 cents. And again, when we have wick lows like this, a lot of the time we do end up going to revisit. Just like how we had a wick low here. Look at where we're at right now. I don't know. Listen, I don't have a crystal darn ball. But what I do know is that when there are wick lows and crazy ones like that, sometimes we do go and revisit them or become close. Maybe like this is about our halfway point. Who knows? Who knows? $1.83 is ideally where you want to hold bullishly. You want to target that 200-day SMA that is sitting right here at $2.59, right below our 260 bullish scenario. So you want to target the 200-day SMA, close above it for a week, and then target that 340 golden zone. But again, if we do not hold this 183, I am looking at about $1.44-ish. I think that's something to watch. Over here, as we are up 2.86% on XRP, the money flow is still decreasing along with that momentum. Usually, again, this range is where we print a green dot. The last time we saw one was over here in the beginning of the month, about 10 days ago on December 8th. Though we are looking at this VWAP to continue increasing, maybe cross that zero line, go bullish. It seems like Bitcoin is about that way as well. Looking at the RSI, we have been bearish for a pretty long time now. We did hit that oversold. It seems like we are still lingering over there. Again, I would send it down to oversold again, relieve that selling pressure, move back on up, and let people be happy and fluffy and all the things above. Now, we do have, again, Ethereum that we discussed very briefly before. We want to hold 2,800. Bearish level to watch is ultimately about 2,300. Bullish is that 200-day SMA that's above your 3,000 mark at $3,568. Litecoin. Oh my gosh. Let's sing it, guys. Because Litecoin, it's the right coin. Everybody loves Litecoin. Oh boy. Oh boy, guys. Put those Litecoin emojis in the chat. Let's see Ethereum emojis in the chat. I want to see all the emojis in the chat. Do you have emojis? Spam the emojis. Spam it now. Okay. Litecoin is $77.73, up 2.28%. Nice retrace on Litecoin. Again, critical level of $74 that has been relevant for years now. So we're going to hope that we hold that $77 or that 74 at least. Bullish, we're looking at 87. And then even more bullish is that $100 200-day SMA. Bearish level watch if we reject the $74 is over here at 63. Looking at the RSI and all the signals here on a part of market Cipher, we're going to start with the momentum actually. Momentum is low. Lowest we've seen since the end of November, and then even before that in the end of September. So I would look again for a green dot printed around this point. Usually that's where it gets printed. Red money flow is still in existence, though the VWAP looks like it's starting to move on up. We do like that. Even the RSI is making a slight rebound today. We are going to hope that it continues pushing to that upside. But again, I would send it to oversold. Who freaking cares at this point? Let's get some holiday discounts. Black Friday did pass, but maybe we could have a second round of that in crypto. That is the hope. That is the dream. I do like buying cheap crypto. Oh my gosh, everyone's asking about Dubai. Everyone's asking about Dubai. I had a very good time in Dubai. Met a lot of beautiful people, a lot of beautiful like friends and, you know, people that I'm going to stay in contact with, I must say. Like I met a lot of really great people. It makes me very happy to be part of this industry, and this industry has took me, like I could say now, around the world. And so I'm very grateful for that. We might be booking another conference and I'm working on that. What's the date for this one? I think it's June. I know Bitcoin. When is Bitcoin conference this year? Guys, can we get 9 more likes? Can someone check? You know what? I'll check. Bitcoin conference. Because I know I'll probably end up going to Bitcoin conference 2026. April 27th to the 29th. So then when is this? Wait, do I have a conflict? Oh, okay, word. So, all right, so I'm looking at going to Bitcoin conference in April, and then another one that's international in June, towards the end of June. Oh, this is an actual long one. Oh, wait, yeah, the end of June. That's when I'm looking to do another one. So, yeah, we might get, like, really booked out for 2026, guys. Like, things might be getting, like, actually real out here. And I'm working on doing some pretty big things to go to that international conference. It might be part of, like, another mission I have. I better be going to Bitcoin conference in Vegas. That's the hope. I mean, I got to see how things work out, but ideally I will be going to Bitcoin conference. That's the hope. That's the dream. We'll see. But Sahir, nice to see you. Great post on Randi X for Dubai. Yes, I have a lot of things that I didn't even post from Dubai, and I feel like I should. Yeah, I should definitely be doing that. Everyone can take back their life and then smash the like at once. I sent you an email. All right, Ray K, I got you. Word. Hold on, let me go check. Wait, which email did you send to? Okay, I'll look for it later. Sometimes my emails don't pop up, but it's fine. But yeah, we're gonna keep getting after it. I hope that we could go and hang out at Bitcoin conference in April. That would be great. Though I do have a poll up if I should go live on Christmas. I was thinking of doing Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I know Christmas Eve I will probably be doing a book reading on Billy Goat Tales, so that's like a Christmas Eve evening type thing. So I think that's what we'll be looking at primarily on Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, I do plan on doing stuff. I don't have any like solid plans for Christmas for like my own personal self. So I feel like I've just prioritized the stream, and that's what's most important to me. Because I know that like just like me, a lot of you guys may not have someone to celebrate with, or you want like a little like morning pregame to your day celebration. And so we can do that together on Christmas Day. That is the plan. Back us like I'm his hero. Stop it. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yes, I do want to stream on Christmas for everyone that's been asking me. So I will go ahead and do that, and hopefully maybe give away some Bitcoin and see how that goes. I was thinking starting off with $100 and seeing how many people show up. Yes. All right. So do Christmas Day. All right. So I'll do it. I'll do it. Last year, people thought I was straight up Delulu's for doing a whole Christmas Day celebration, but I was like, why not? They're like, why are you working on Christmas? Because it ain't work when it's my fam. It's not. So yeah, let's continue to smash the likes. Please, we have 96 likes. Can we get 100, please? Thank you, Ian. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We're about the top of the hour. So today is Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, which means if we get 150 likes, we're going to rave. If we don't hit 150 likes, there is no rave. But we'll do a rave at 150 likes. And then there's going to be a members only after show in the Discord. So if you haven't yet, please become a member of the channel. Smash like, subscribe, share it out with friends. And I will see you in the morning. And I'll also post some things today. I'll see you guys later. Yay. Have a beautiful one. Bye.